What's up, printers? It's Jeff with the House of Garb. Today we're going to be applying vinyl to 100% polyester shirts. Polyester tends to be a little heat sensitive. It can scorch very easily, and it's very stretchy. As you can see, the shirt is stretchy. So we need to find a vinyl that is stretchy enough that will work with this and will apply at a lower so we can apply it correctly. I tend to use stalls because I have had a lot of good luck with stalls. I tend to stay away from the Caesar Easy Weed stuff. I don't like Caesar products. I've tried a lot of them. I just don't like the way they feel. The vinyl tends to feel a little thicker. Most of it is shiny. It just has that kind of shiny look. It looks like a sticker on a shirt. I just don't like it. I mean, that's my personal opinion. You might love it, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we tend to like what we like, and there's, you know, it's just like an opinion. That's just what we like. So anyway, before we get started, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will give you 2 thumbs up. Now we can get started. So like I was saying, I tend to use Stahl's fashion film. This is not fashion film. This is called Premium Plus. You really can see that very much. But anyway, that's what this is. This is called Premium Plus. It comes in a high tack and a low tack backer, which is really nice. So if you're doing a large design, doesn't have a lot of details and stuff, you could go with the low tack, and it'd be a lot easier to weed out and everything. But if you're doing intricate stuff, like small letters and numbers and just a lot of fine details, a lot more weeding, of course, you would want to go with the high tack, and that helps to hold that design onto the backing when you're weeding. So I go with the high tack. The design that I'm doing today it's a pretty simple design, but it does have a lot of letters and numbers in there, and weeding like the insides of the numbers and letters. I want that to be able to peel away without peeling away the rest of the design. So that's what I went with. This stuff is called Premium Plus. I have it over here on my computer. Applies at a low temperature to prevent scorching and heat sensitive items. It's soft and stretchable. Silky matte finish. Time and temperature. The time is 8 to 12 seconds, and temperature is about 280 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So as you can tell, it's a little bit lower temperature, medium pressure, and you can peel it hot if you use the high tack. Now I know if you use the low tack, you have to peel it, I think it's warm or cold. So it's a warm or cold peel. So that actually would take more time. So another benefit of the high tack is you can peel it hot. So let's get started. Now it's time for the speed weed. Just like that, it's the next day. Let me tell you guys, I've definitely struggled a little bit with this one. I've done this once before when I did the 6 other shirts for the same client. But here's the vinyl already cut out. But it's, like I said, it's a special vinyl from Stahl's. It's called, now I forget what it's called. A CAD Cut Premium Plus by Stahl's. So it's stretchy. It's very stretchy vinyl. In fact, I'll show you. Oh, never mind. I took the trash out last night. I was going to show you. It's in the. I think I have it in there in the B-roll, but it's really stretchy vinyl. It's good for the polyester, which is stretchy anyway. But let me get back to what I was actually getting to. So when I was cutting these, I noticed that my cuts weren't as clean as I like them. And a lot of the smaller letters, you know, like my T's, around the edges of the T's, there we go, focus please, the I's, stuff like that, you would get like a little spot, you know, where it would go around in a circle when it was cutting, and it would, I mean, I have the overcut on, so what it does is, you know, it cuts the circle and then cuts over a little bit, so you won't have like little pieces that aren't, you know, they're kind of stuck to each other. But that's what was happening here, was the vinyl was peeling away. It wasn't super clean cut, and I could not figure it out for the life of me. I changed pressure settings, I changed the speed, I tried speeding it up, I tried slowing it down, same thing with the pressure. I just could not get it to lock in, and I was getting so frustrated, and I changed the blade, and that didn't work. The blade I was using was kind of dull, so then just out of, I don't know, you know, I've gone through every resource I could. I changed the blade to a different angled blade. As you know, probably know, you know, there's 3 main angled blades that you can get for at least the cutter I have. You got the 30s, the 30 degree, which is for like really small detailed stuff, and then you get your 45, which is your everyday, you know, normal vinyl, which, you know, that's usually what I have in my machine. And then you have the 60 degree blade, which is used for really thick materials. This stuff is thin. I mean, it's a really thin vinyl. I for some reason I chose the 60, and let me tell you, all of a sudden my cuts were beautiful. When I was only like, I had like 1 piece left to go. So I had a lot of trouble weeding this out. I'm not gonna sit here and ramble on. I'm ready to go ahead and apply these to the shirts. So what I have here, I went ahead and I kind of put the front on before I applied heat to it. So that's what it looks like now. And yeah, that was my printer beeping at me. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's press the shirt, and we'll move on. Okay, well, I got the shirt loaded in the press. I'm just kind of giving it a quick press to get the moisture out. And again, I have this heat press set at 290 degrees, and it's going to press for, it says 8 to 12 seconds, I believe. I'm gonna, I think I decided 11 seconds. And off camera here, I am using the Logo It. I just love this tool. I could probably do it without, and I know I have before, but today I'm not. So I can kind of show you what I'm doing here. So I got the Logo It. Let me grab a little transfer here. And the way I use the Logo It is I kind of use it as a reference more than I like making it perfect. So I know the edge of the collar, and you really can't see this, but the side edge of the collar here, like where it goes down, there's like a spot right here where these 2 seams kind of match up. If you go straight down, and it should be like 4 inches, or it's like 7 inches all the way straight down, and then 4 inches from the center. That's like your middle of where your design should be. So I know that, and I'm kind of using the seams and the Logo It as a guide. So let me get that. So I like to hold the shirt up to see if it's straight, which this one's not. Probably because because I'm on camera. I can never do anything when I'm on camera. Let's try this again, folks. Living in this small town, I'm starting to turn into a hillbilly. While you guys sit here and watch my back. I bet that's entertainment. Alright, So I like where it's at on the shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and press it. The way I press these, I just make sure the collar is off the press. And I make sure there's nothing sticking out anywhere. So it's nice and flat. And we'll go ahead and press this at 290 for 11 seconds. And it's a hot peel, so we can peel it immediately. I get all those shirts off my printer, it keeps beeping at me. It's the touch screen, all the shirts are touching the touch screen, it beeps at you. So anyway, that's what it looks like when it's done. And next we'll do the back side. So on the back side, it's a little different. Alright, so on the back side of the shirt, I have this. And what I like to do is I have a new method that I don't know if it'll work or not. But I've been putting my stuff, I've been feeling, like I'll feel the collar and try to find the front collar and then go in like 2 inches down from the front collar. But actually, if you go up from that same bottom, the front collar to the top, it's about 3 inches. So what I do is I add those 2 inches going down to the 3 inches going up, and I get 5. So I know my image should be around 5 inches. So I find my center of my shirt. Or at least darn close to it. Like that. And then there's my little trick. I know I've showed you guys this before, but on all of my stuff that I cut, especially like heat transfer vinyl, I cut these squares around my image, around the whole outside, which helps with the weeding process. But check this out. So you see it there? Let's focus. So anyway, you got that little square, you can kind of see it. I know my camera's like being a jerk right now, but anyway, it helps me find the center of my design. So when I fold my center up like this, it gives me the center of my design. So let's go ahead and apply this. What I like to do is, I'm pretty good about just making things straight without the alignment, without the tool. There it is. So I'll go ahead and press this. And once again, we are pressing for 11 seconds at 290. All right. Final shirt. So that's what it looks like. It's the back, that's the front. Alright, well, I'm going to get to work. I have quite a few more of these to do. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. If it didn't, and you just absolutely hate me and you hate my videos, give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. Other than that, please subscribe and have a good day. This is the House of Garbs signing out.